Hi, Marice and Dan. Why did you choose to go in for an online ethics review system at King's?
Well, we had our previous manual system was very resource intensive, so it was very time consuming for the office to process applications, and also the application form itself wasn't particularly streamlined for applicants. So going to an online system was reducing the turnaround time for within the office in terms of the resource required to process an application, and the application was much easier for the applicant to complete.
Okay, thanks. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I think we had lots of different routes for applications and different committees and different members of the office who were processing applications in different ways, storing applications in different ways. So I think it was important for us to try and centralise all those systems and routes and try to have an application which could be tailored to each particular type of applicant rather than one application which was trying to meet everyone's needs.
Okay. What's it been like working with Infonetica and during the process of implementation?
I think Infonetica have been extremely supportive throughout the build. I mean, right from day one there was lots of a really hands-on approach to supporting us in learning how to use the system and actually building in our own needs. And then of course we were sort of given a bit of scope to, once we got to grips with the system, to building it ourselves. But now that we've gone live and we have the help desk facility, we feel very supported and it's been a pleasure to work with.
Okay.
Yeah, I think neither of Marice or I are from an IT background, so I think when we started to tailor the system, we had no idea. When we first saw these sort of settings, the sort of background area of how to change the form, change the review process, we didn't really have an idea of what we were doing. But I think Infonetica, with their help and with their training, gradually sort of empowered us to start to make changes and develop the application and the review side ourselves.
Okay.
So now we're quite confident to make our own changes and our own improvements.
Okay, excellent. And now that you've gone live, what's been the feedback from people who have been using it at King's, either on the applicant side or the reviewer side? Found it easy to use? Has it helped them in any way? They've had difficulties? Any thoughts on that?
I think generally positive. I think I'd imagine with any system that we had teething problems for the implementation of the system, the changeover period, and supervisors and applicants getting used to actually using the process. A few small things with integration with our software which we've had to try and sort of work around.
Okay.
But we've developed sort of specific guidance ourselves for those small issues, and Infonetica have made improvements and tweaks where possible when we've pointed out small things that are sort of causing high volumes of queries. I think Infonetica have been great in trying to help us to...
Okay, great. And finally, what are you looking to do in the next, say, 12 months? What are you looking to do with the system? Any thoughts on your plans as you put in more and more applications, etc.?
Well, I think we certainly do have. We've developed in the first couple of months of being live a wish list of things that we might like to do from our own experience and from applicants' experience and reviewers' experiences, and some of those we've discussed today. But as a whole, universities have discussed what they might like to have within a system. And say because we've been using it now for 3 or 4 months, we have had quite a bit of feedback. There's certain things that the system might be able to do. So, I mean, we're confident, based on the developments that we've made so far with Infonetica support, that hopefully we can continue to improve the system over the next 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as well, ideas that we perhaps had for how the workflow might work before the system went live, now seeing it working in real terms and getting feedback from users, we're now looking at some decisions we made about workflows before the live date and we're thinking about developing them and streamlining them now that we can actually see how it's actually being used, sort of now that it's actually live, rather than just in theory when we were sort of testing it as a demo site. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Great, thanks very much.